Let's start in downward facing dog and take 3 deep breaths. Next, inhale, wave yourself to plank, pause, downward facing dog. 2 more times. Inhale, one more wave to plank. Lower yourself down on the ground. Inhale, baby cobra. Release. Inhale, deeper cobra. Release. Inhale, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, wave yourself to plank. Lower yourself down on the ground. Place palms on the ground. Inhale for half Shalavasana, locust pose. Release. Inhale, lift your chest, legs and arms, full Shalavasana. Lower yourself down. One more time, inhale for locust pose. Option 2, bend your legs and catch your ankles. Find bow pose. Release the same way. Crocodile pose. Find a child's pose. Transition into Anahatasana, puppy pose. Find Sphinx pose. Bend your right leg and catch your right ankle with your right hand pull yourself back, half bow. Release into Sphinx. Take the same back bend on the other side. Release. Push yourself back into a closed child's pose. Catch your heels and come to the top of your head for a rabbit pose. Release. Find downward facing dog. Take any movements. Inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to chest. Come into a crescent lunge. Release your back knee on the ground for a quad stretch. Inhale, left arm up. Option 2, shift your gaze to the sky. Release. Transition to half Hanuman. Inhale, back to crescent lunge. Connect palms at your heart. Take yourself to the bottom of the mat for a low Skandasana. Back to lunge and move through your vinyasa. Pause in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to chest. Take a crescent lunge. Back knee on the ground for a quad stretch. Inhale, right arm up. Option 2, shift your gaze to the sky. Release for a half Hanuman. Inhale back to crescent lunge. Connect palms at your heart. And move to the bottom of the mat for a low Skandasana. Back to lunge. And move through your vinyasa. Pause in downward facing dog. Inhale, jump into Malasana at the top of the mat. Right palm on the ground, left arm up. Option to take a half bind or full bind in your Malasana. Back to center. Left palm on the ground, right arm up. Take a half bind or a full bind. Release. Find halfway lift and forward fold, wrapping arms around your calves. Slowly come up to stand and find Tadasana. Bend your right knee and pull it into your chest. Catch your right ankle for a gentle quad stretch. Transition into dancer pose. Release. Tadasana. Now swap sides. Left knee bent. Catching your left ankle this time. And transitioning into a dancer pose on the other side. Release. Lower yourself into a chair pose. Lower yourself down and rock back into a plow pose, supporting your low back with your hands. Option 2. Release your knees on the ground. slowly transition into Shavasana to finish our practice. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, and Namaste.